Hey friends, it's Joe from DadBod. Today it's around 80 degrees in Tokyo and it's 5:48 in the morning or so. So, for today's workout we have day 67, which is Moose Lift 3B. So really excited about this one. And before we get started, I've started to release these videos online as you're now watching them. But we know there's like, I think an 8-week gap between when I'm getting them posted versus when I'm doing them. And we got our first comment, which was super encouraging. This is from kind of our shout out, I guess, is from TJ Richmond 295. Said this is so fun to listen to when I'm on my bike, keep going. And like a very simple, very kind comment from TJ. But I've been putting these things out for a while. I mean, this whole journey's been built off of love, mixture of love, fear and insecurity, and hope that it's helpful. And even as I've been posting them, they're not perfectly organized into a program yet. It's just kind of randomly on the internet. So to know that somebody's been watching these while they bike and it's encouraging to them was super cool. So shout out to TJ Richmond. Thanks so much. Let's get to work. And with that, let's continue to do the hard things. So today's fun because I have the right weights now for this. So we get to start with Romanian deadlifts. And I've been stalled at 40s, but now that I have bigger things, we can try to lift heavier stuff, which should be fun. Change my scene. Alright, so Romanian deadlift, you're holding your 2 cups of coffee, right? And you're just leaning forward and pushing the car door shut with your butt. So let me see if I can do these with 50 pounds, which is 22.5 kilos. Alright, so let me get in position. Now your stance is kind of neutral and you want the weight to ride along the front of your legs. I'm gonna squeeze my butt, tuck my core. Loosen my knees a little bit though. You can have a slight bend. And let's see what I can get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's so nice. What a great start to the day. Hate this program. All right. But at least we know TJ is encouraged. I think he said it's so fun. Remember that workout where it's like everything's fun, Moose thinks working out's fun. Yeah, it's so fun. That's right. Okay, we did. Let me figure out what we did. Alright, so 50s. 50s are gonna be 22.5. I'm learning kilos. Kilograms. 8 reps. And that's officially the heaviest I've ever deadlifted. I mean, besides in high school, I don't remember what I did in high school. I know I messed myself up in high school because everything on the football team is just ego. There's no good, safe coaching how to approach some of that stuff. All right, we have hamstring walkouts. These should just be a delight for you all. So again, we have all kinds of variations you can do, right? So you could find your glute lift first, walk it a little bit, find your mix, find the full hamstring. You can just do raises, and that'll still get you. You can do raises with a weight. For this one, for me, we're walking it out. From a heel perspective, both my heels have started cracking a little bit. I haven't been moisturizing. So actually walking out of my heels is a little uncomfortable. So we'll see how many reps I do. Just lost track of caring for my feet. Here we go. All right, 1. You want to make sure you keep your core taut the whole time. I'm trying to switch my lead foot each time. Slowly dying. 3. But we want those big hamstrings. We're gonna need them on Monday. 4. They're gonna carry our fat butt. 5, but we could do it. You could be fit and round. Yeah, I've still been staying on nutrition, the deficit, tracking, been doing all the things. Week and a half in, you know how much weight I've lost? I've gained 0.3 pounds. How? Because I'm lifting like a monster. And sometimes I eat ice cream. Don't get hung up on it, okay? You have to be in a deficit for a while, and you have to be very consistent, which is really hard with life. And when you make a choice contrary to your... you gotta get back on the wagon quick. And that's the tricky part. So we work really hard for 5 days. We don't see results. And then we're like, oh, I've made a terrible mistake. So then we go back to the way we were before those 5 days. We regress for 2 days. We turn it back on Monday. Don't see immediate progress, and we're confused why things aren't working. It'll never work. We're wasting our time. It's hard. It's like, no, you're just human. It's just tricky. It takes consistency on the order of months, not weeks. You gotta slowly shift one little thing at a time. Can't shift it all, which is why the first 4 weeks of vlogging, again, so reiterate this, is not to put you in a space of condemnation. If you lose weight from this, cool. That's not the goal. The goal is for you to have an awareness of why you're eating what you're eating, whether it's emotion, pleasure, or fuel, and to just make gradual shifts towards fuel. Or when it's a day that requires emotional eating, for you to be able to recognize that, and instead of getting a double guy's burger with all the fixins and a large fry and a strawberry shake with... You could actually put bacon in a shake. At Five Guys, sorry, I'm just finding my mobility. I heard you're supposed to pull your lats down and push from your lats. I don't even know what that means. The things I learned on Instagram and try. You know, instead of going that hard, you're like, it's been a day. I'll go to Five Guys. I'll get a regular fry because it tastes good. And I'll get a single burger. I don't need a shake. I'll get a shake on another day. Like, just that slight level of reasonableness is what keeps you in the game while still having a day, right? Those are the tweaks we want to work towards because we're human. We're not going to eat like perfect fueled machines. I mean, maybe you'll be able to lock that in. That's super cool. Good for you. I think a lot of people coming into this program, that's just not feasible. And you can make healthy food that tastes good. But there's also healthy food that's just fuel, and it's not as fun to eat. My breakfast isn't really that fun, but it's something where I know the macros work for me across protein, veg, carbs, fruit, and all that. So I eat the same thing for the most part every day. Sometimes I throw in a little bit of pleasure with a pancake or French toast or whatever. But for me, I know breakfast is locked in, and it's not that fun. It's not that exciting. How do I do this? How do people grab a heavy weight and then go backwards and bench? I've never done this before on my own. How do I do that? Alright, let's try it. Are you trying? Good job, Akari. Can you close the door so Kai keeps sleeping? It's so nice to see you this morning. I am working out. I'm doing a good job. Yeah, there's your magnets. Are you gonna build a big? If you build with those, I will get you some bonus, okay? But I want to see what you can make with those first. Alright, I'm just gonna try to figure this out. Ugh, this one's for TJ Richmond. How do people do this? So do I lean back and then pull them up? I'm gonna keep them close to me. What? Oh, I know. That didn't feel super safe. I gotta figure this out. Alright, 1. Oh, but I'm strong enough to do it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is super fun. 10. I've never pushed up this much. 11. Whoo. 12. Okay. There's something I need to learn in this space. Don't know how to do that with a bench safely. I know how to use like a normal bench with a bar. I don't have one of them. Maybe if I did it more as an incline, like if I brought the bench up a little bit. Just until I figure it out. Now I have a reason to go watch Instagram. Be like, Howard, close the door, please. Oh, they can't now. It's too late. 1 second. Like, how do people do that safely? How do you get into a loaded position? Either way, though, that's super empowering. That's money well spent right there, because that was challenging. So I went up to 50s, 22.5. Never did that before. Cranked out 12 reps. And what was really cool compared to doing it on the floor is I felt like I could drop farther back before pushing forward. So there's like a range of motion boost that I got from that. But again, you don't need to buy a bench. You don't need to buy super heavy weights. You can just hit peak. You can go slower there and back. You can do pauses. There's still a lot you can do to get comparable results without a whole bunch of equipment. This was a splurge after focusing on fitness for like a year. Oh crap, we have push-ups. Last time we did 21. I checked. It's very unfortunate because it means we should try to do that or more. These are so fun because they roll. Sorry, I'm nerding out. I guess, there are worse things to nerd out on. So, if I can get enthusiastic about some weights, I guess that's not a bad thing. Let me change my camera. Alright, push-ups. Really? We did 21 of these last time. Does that even seem possible? Let me make sure girl's dressed. Good job, Kari. Alright, let's see if we could crank out 21. No way. No way. Really, dude? 22. High five. Nice. It might be dead. Yeah, it's dead. I gotta charge it. Sorry. 22? Crap. Shoot, that sucked. What are you gonna build? Do you need a... How about a big one? Let me get you a big one so you can build tall. Kari, it's so nice to see you this morning. Now you can build real high. You're welcome. 22 reps. Crap. Bro's over here complaining because he can do more. Means I have to do more. It sucks. Alright, we have pronated rows. This is challenging for me. So last time we did 20s to 30s. And 30s were challenging. With this one, your weights normally go forward for a row. For pronated, you turn your thumbs towards each other. And it squeezes your back different. Alright, I'll do 30s. What's wrong? Oh, let me see. Which part? Doesn't look bad. You want a Band-Aid? Alright, that might help. Let me find a Band-Aid for you. Band-Aids cure all social ills. Now, if you're a parent like me who gets frustrated that your children want Band-Aids when they're not actively bleeding, I'd like to remind you that survey says That's right. Yeah, I'll suck the blood out. Well, survey says, studies have shown. Yeah, that's true. Studies have shown, though, that Band-Aids psychologically, just like kisses, can alleviate pain receptors in kids' brains, even if you're not bleeding. It work. What do we have? Pronated rows. Ew. Yeah, maybe that is why, Kari. That's right. Kari, I'm so happy to see you this morning. I hope you're doing well. Did you sleep okay? Your eyes were hurting a little? I'm sorry about that. No, you can't put a Band-Aid on your eye because you won't be able to see. Some people wear an eye patch like a pirate when they have an eye injury. Doctor's office. You could sew your own if you're a pirate. That's tough. I could probably pull. I couldn't pull 40s right now. But I'm like, I could pull 35 if I made one of those things. You like the little kitty? Okay, that's nice. Yeah, we're gonna do 40 seconds. Oops. On the forearm side planks instead of 30. Yeah, we'll stay at 30 for this week. No, we'll do 40. Yeah, we'll do 40. I think we're just on our forearm for this. Kari, you picked a very cute outfit today. I like it. I like that you can kind of get your own outfit figured out now. It's fun. Okay. So again, friends, this is the one where I didn't know what Moose was doing. So I'm just going to do a forearm side plank. You can do what makes sense for you. So drop my forearm down, or you could watch his tutorial once it's eventually posted. Oh, I guess, 1 second. Alexa, set a 40-second timer. Yeah. I'm seeing. I can see you. Really? Okay, that's exciting. Yep, scars don't heal. The tissue is a little tougher. Sometimes you can see a mark. Keep your butt up, friends. Keep it up. Really? Anyone feel like 40 was a mistake? It wasn't. It was the perfect amount. Alexa, stop. That was 40. We wanted to be done at 30, so 40 was the right push. Slowly dying. Not yet. I have to do it on this side too. There we go, found it. I always try to get the form first. Get my breathing. No, I'm still working on it. Alexa, set a 40-second timer. This is the hard one. Really gotta squeeze everything. Hams, butt, legs, upper back, teeth. Squeeze your teeth. Akari, what kind of tower you want to build today? Are you gonna build a rocket ship or a house? Just that one. Slowly dying now. Alexa, stop. Here, Kyle, let me bring me. How about this? You want to challenge Akari? I'll give you an idea of something to build, and then I can set a timer, and you can try to make it. Sound fun? I'll give you a lot of blocks for this. No, it'll be easy challenge. All right, here's your challenge. You ready? We'll try it. Oh. All right, here's your big challenge. And you get big tiles for it. Yeah, so baby Mickey Mouse is visiting Disney Sea, Tokyo Disney Sea, and he needs a fun hotel to sleep in tonight. So you got to build a hotel around baby Mickey, and he wants to sleep on the 3rd floor. So not the ground floor, so you got to build 3 floors. Put him at the top. And I'll give you 25 minutes. Alexa, set a 25-minute hotel timer, because Mickey's tired and needs a nap. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. I can do that. Nice. 40 seconds was awful. You know what's worse is we knew we could have done 45, right? That's just what makes these things terrible. It's like, oh, I could have done a little worse. I'm sweating already. 2 more sets with heavier weights. Heavying up our life. Yeah. That's okay. You can make whatever you want. I just want you to have fun with it. We're going to do 50s deadlift. Last time we got 8. I'm going to try to slow these down a little bit. I'm also going to adjust my pack for this because I was kind of conscious of the weight bumping into it, and then it just threw off my form. So if I put it on my butt, then it will be left there for this particular movement. Though that feels weird now. Let's see. That way I can start going down into the movement. Really deadlift it up. These are so good for us, friends. Now I got 2 lower back issues with my spinal cord. People think, oh, you can't deadlift at all or ever again. It's like, no, you build up strength around it appropriately. You know, the guidance of medical professionals like PTs and things like that. And now I know how to activate the right muscles and find the right range of motion where I can lift these off the ground without killing myself or ending up laid out for the rest of the week. Oh, that's a nice stretch. Okay. Second round, friends. You ready? You got this? Oh, that's the Roomba. Just talking to us. She was just explaining she ran out of battery. Hold the right way. Does this need to go over shoulder? Oh, well, things die sometimes. It's just part of life. That's not really true. I don't know how to start it from low. I'm going to start more so squat. Until I find my form. Squeeze the butt. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get that squeeze at the top. 5, 6, 7, 8. Why does it keep going pop? I have my shoulders are rolled a little forward. So I try to keep them rolled back more. So, something to work on. That's right. Toes are always going up. Yeah. Toe punching hands. That's a good theory. I like that theory. Let's roll these away. We don't have to think about those right now. Let's change our view. Ping. Hamstring walkout. Yeah. You don't know what else to build? How about a barn? Well, a barn has 4 sides, just like any house. And it has a pointy roof. Well, you could build a rocket. That's not true. I've seen you build a rocket. And you don't have to make anything perfect. Just make what's your most interested in. You can be creative. No with magnet tiles.
Okay. What if we just do tallest tower challenge again? Do you remember that? You just try to build. I'd like to see if you could build one from the ground to be as high as the top of your chair. I bet you could do it. No, why? This is dreadful. It's too hard. What do you mean? What if I make the base for you? And you build the rest of it. 12. That was pretty darn terrible. Alright, we're back to that dumbbell bench press. So it's a research project. Now in the comments, if any of you know how to transition from sitting with the weights into the bench press, I would love to know, especially without a spot, because I just don't have a spot. Let me open this up a little bit. Get my bench. Oh, well, let me get you the pointy pieces. Huh?
It has to be like this, Dad.
By pointy pieces, do you mean isometric triangles?
Yeah, like this one. I think that's enough. Do rockets have pointy horns at the top?
They do. They definitely do. Let's try this again. Let's see if we can find a safe way to do this. Oh, I must have pressed the wrong button. What? You don't remember how to press the rocket?
No. I don't know. I don't remember how to build the rocket.
Oh, I don't. Well, how about you just improvise? So maybe, do I set them? So many questions, friends. Do I set them on my legs? Because that feels unsafe of a transition. Kari, I'm not quite sure, because I want to have my back tight. Maybe if I use this. Oh, that was scary. Alright, Kari, I don't know how to help you. So give me 1 second, I gotta do my weight. Dry off my hands. Let's just do this in a non-safe manner. Okay. Maybe I keep it close. A little sketch. There's much I need to learn in this space. 3. Now, right now, I'm not lifting anything terribly dangerous, but it is a lot for me, and rolling back into the seated position, it doesn't yet feel safe. So there's research I need to do. I'll figure it out. But once I'm in it, it feels great. Kari, why don't you just try to make something instead of sitting being grumpy? There's lots of things. Why?
I don't know how to. I found out how to build a rocket. I don't know how to build a barn.
Here, Kari, watch. I'm gonna start you. You need a big rocket base.
Wait, oh, Dad!
If you have a way you want to do it, then build it yourself.
It's the platform. Dad, we need a platform.
Yeah, this is the platform, and then you use the big squares to start building the base. Right? You know what I'm saying?
But how do I build a rocket?
Okay, you build it by trying. That's the first step.
Is it working?
No, I'm just trying to get you doing something fun. Watch, we can even close the roof off if we want.
Dad,
What?
I don't want to build a roof.
You don't want to build a roof? Alright, you build how you want. You can fix it. I'm gonna keep working out. Squeeze. So just like yesterday, we had a little bit of a twist. I can feel some things a little bit twisted. But for the most part, I feel like we're lifting pretty safe today. Crap, we have push-ups. They always come back. I started them as military last time. I realized that range of motion didn't feel good, so I moved over to normal wide standard grip. Not wide fly, standard. But you could do your push-ups however you want. Here, come down here, friends. I'm right here. Join me. Really? 22? I feel like Ron Weasley. Bloody hell. Which, strong words. Doing this? What the heck, guys? So mean. All right. That's a good start, Kari. Shouldn't have said nothing. What's that? Okay. I like it. We're gonna stay in 30s. We're in the zone, so. We got next week to bump it up. Again, with these, turn your thumbs towards each other. And go sideways. Nice! That's awesome, Kari. I'm sure it rained last night. What? Delusional. What do you need? I don't think there's an earthquake.
No, I think tornado got earthquake. Because
You think a tornado's an earthquake? What? They spin, but earthquake, the ground shakes. You all right there? Challenging myself here.
Casey will run all the way up Sassy's playroom and cover his head.
Yeah, in an earthquake, you want to go outside because there's nothing that can fall on your head outside. So you shouldn't run to the top of your house. Well, I mean, if you're in the basement, definitely get out of the basement. But actually, if you just go to the street, that's the safest spot in an earthquake.
So maybe everyone should go outside.
Yep. That's right. In case the sky falls down. You never know when that's going to happen. Alexa, set a 40-second timer.
The sky will go through the houses
Uh-huh.
and through the people and under the ground.
Oh, that's a good idea. You have lots of good thoughts, Akari.
Make it earthquake by putting water inside a bowl and get another bottle and then take them together.
We putting water in a bottle?
To make an earthquake.
Do you mean a tornado? Earthquakes and tornadoes are different. Alexa, stop the timer. They're not the same. An earthquake is when the ground and hot air gets trapped under cold air, and then they start to swirl when they punch a hole through it. So it's immediate. One is geography or geology, one is meteorology. It's a good theory.
Tornado spins and it sucks up rocks.
Nice. Alexa, set a 40-second timer. Uh-huh.
And at school, like, we go under the table and then cover our heads.
That is right.
Sometimes people keep their body out.
That's a good drill.
And people keep their head in.
Yeah.
If a rock falls onto your head, it will crack open.
That's true, because rocks are heavier than our skulls, right? They're harder, so they'll break through.
Yeah. Dad, pretend
Mm-hmm.
you're at school. Pretend you're at school and pretend you're at the school and I'm the rock.
All right.
Okay? And pretend I fell right on you.
Okay, I can pretend that. That sounds like a good idea. Oh, Alexa, stop. Eee. Oh my god. Alright, I'll pretend you're breaking through my body. Alexa, stop. Ah! Calves are sore from yesterday. Oh my goodness. Oh no.
Pretend you fell right down. Pretend your hand fell right down.
That's as far as I can go. I don't have more mobility than that. Alright. I'm glad. Here, you want me to make this a slide for you for now? I'll need it in a little bit, but if you want, you can practice your slides. That was really not that fun. Give that a 2 out of 10 on the fun scale right there. Yeah. It was a pretty fast slide, wasn't it? All right, third set. We only got 6 movements and then we get to go home. Now hear me out, all right? Big idea here. What if we just don't work out anymore? What? Yeah, I'm gonna go home when I'm done with this set. Well, right now, Ima Uchi de imasu. Right now you're at home. School has magnet tiles?
Yeah.
So right now you're pretending you're at school? Nice. I love that. So I don't know if you caught that, friends. I'm going to move this pack. But even when I was just getting up, I wasn't holding anything. Right? I had like kind of rolled them. One second. You can make a hexagon crown with it. I don't know if you noticed, I was just kind of moving these around. And then when I got up, I didn't get up like this. With like a nice... I got up like a deadlift. Right? Like, there's things you can do to make sure your range of motion is right, your core's turned on, walnuts crushed. You gotta get those things sorted. You're so cute. Alright, let me see if I can get this. Alright. Last time I'm gonna do deadlifts today. Hurrah, hurrah. We got 8. Squeeze it all. Yeah, that'll be 1. 2. 3. Good 4, go. 4. 5. 7. And 8. It's good. That's the right weight. It's hard. It's very, very hard for me. It's the right weight though. Kari, how's your slide? What? You just sleep on it? That looks fun. Right, we have our hamstrings. Just like Kai. That's wonderful. Isn't it fun? Y'all having fun yet? Aren't you so happy you decided to run a half marathon with me? And just remember, friends, if you're not enjoying this as much as you think you should, you can always quit. Wow. You don't need to be here.
I'm sleeping.
You're sleeping? I love that. You're a good sleeper. You don't have to be here. That couch is warm and cozy.
I'm the best at making rockets with my friends. But
Let's just get out. Really?
Yeah. You still invite your over.
Who should I invite over?
My friends.
Oh, Alexa, stop the timer. Stop the timer, Alexa. Alexa, stop.
Dad, do you know how to record link on your phone?
I don't know. Alexa, stop.
Well, Mom knows. Maybe
Yeah, Mom knows everything. Mommy's so smart. She's the best. Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a bummer. Oh, 6. Keep your core. It's hard right now. Keep it. And get the wall. Get the walnut. Walnut. Because what you'll find during the start of this movement, the reason it's so hard, 7, is because that squeeze right there is the same squeeze you were doing in the deadlift. And then you're transitioning it into the hamstring region. So that initial squeeze is really tough. And also the transition is kind of difficult. There's 10. 2 more. Come on, baby. So it's like I lied when I said it's the last deadlift you're going to do. This is the last deadlift you're going to do. I wish I had that power with my wrist where I could be like Smoke from Mortal Kombat. Come here! Just pull the buttons closer to me. Good job, Kari. Hamstring walkout. Look at me sitting with good form right now. It's so good. It's pushing, Kari, but actually I'm going to need that bench for this next exercise. You know, so similar to us making dangerous decisions on the painting chair for the step-ups. I'm still learning how to use a bench with presses. I thought it would be more obvious, but now that I'm actively doing it, it's kind of nuanced. One more, but I gotta finish my workout. I got work today, so. Feels so good though after. All right, Kari. You can have it after I use it. I just gotta use it one more time. I'm not gonna carry you on it because it's too heavy. You can slide once more, and then I gotta borrow that. All right. Your squirt's not really doing its job. Let's go. Alright, so still much to learn in this.
Why are you doing like that?
Well, Daddy's got to do
No!
his lifts. What? Why? Why is Daddy getting hit? Daddy doesn't deserve it. Careful, Daddy needs these.
No!
Ow!
No!
You're playing too rough.
No!
I gotta figure this out.
No!
First of all, ow. Okay, you gotta stop because you're hurting my back. You're pushing on me in kind of uncomfortable ways, okay? So it's not nice. Alright, so let's see. First of all, when I did it, I curled and rolled. What's wrong? What are you so grumpy about? No, you're fine. I want to leave the weights here, but I don't think I can get to the full spot. I think I have to reverse sit up it, which was a little vulnerable. Because right here, my feet want to lift. If I tuck them and use my legs, it's a little vulnerable on my back. Is that how it's supposed to be? Well, then I gotta release my legs. There's also that whole arch I've seen. Alright, well, you gotta wait till Daddy figures out how to do this dreadful exercise. You know, I thought once I got all the stuff, it would be easy. It's actually harder. Who would have guessed that weightlifting gets harder the more you do it? But we need to run with a strong back. Good form. One thing that still surprises me about Moose's program, it's not a critique, it's just a surprise, like, he doesn't do back flies or also like shoulder flies. It might be something I asked him about in the future. Just where does that fit in? Because I used to really like doing this. And you can always modify this stuff. All right, let's try to do this in the safest way possible. All right. Let me tuck my heels this time, see if that's better or worse. Who knows? Get my body strong. Pull this weight in. All right, that felt safe. Feet out, weights out. Press it. 1, 2. I got shake on the left side. That's good. 3, 4. Now I don't have a spot. 5. So I gotta figure out how to bail safe. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm gonna curl my feet, tuck it in the core, do a sit up. Bring them down safe. That progression felt a little better. Still apprehensive. I have research to do. There's a lot more abs in the transition than I was planning on. It's not bad because I have them. All right, Akari, I'll set up your slide. I'll even give you an extra route where you can climb, you don't need. Oh, that's so wonderful. I'm so glad you're building that now. Oh, we get a treat. No, I got 3 more exercises. Dreadful. I'll tell you what though, man. Those presses. It's a whole new world now with the right weight and the bench. But I built up to it with what I had. And that's really the moral of the story. Oh, shoot. For you. That woke up my wife probably. It's like, you can do a ton of this stuff without a lot of things. And then when it becomes a part of your life consistently, and it's an area where you want to reinvest in it because you see the benefit of it, like buy some nicer weights, buy a bench. You also gotta have discretion. It's like music, right? Once you learn how to play on a crappy guitar and then you touch a nicer guitar, you can always up your guitars. You don't need to. Spending money on nicer weights does nothing for you if you don't lift them off the ground, right? So you gotta build that consistency before any of this stuff makes sense. Yeah. Nice. That's 3. Colorful? It's because you're looking at me through a prism. The light's refracting through those different magnet tiles and changing the light you see at the end, which has an image of me. So when you look at me, you're actually seeing the light bouncing off of different parts of me. And that's what dictates its color. You're not actually seeing me, you're seeing the light bouncing off of me. Isn't that cool? We don't really know what we look like. It's all based on lighting. That's why I bought a fancy little light over there. Who's ready for the push-up party? Oh yeah. Bring on the suffering. Y'all are doing really good. Day 67. It's tough. Just like every day we've done. Do the other side. That's a nice way to progress. I have like a perfect little support right here. Oh yeah. Yeah, I did foam rolling yesterday. Money. So allegedly, right, there's a rumor that we're doing 22 push-ups. I don't know who's been spreading this rumor, but I would like to dispel it that we're going back to 8 on our knees. We think 8 on our knees is just the right level of hard for where we are in our personal fitness journey. No, it's not. But for you, 8 on your knees could be amazing, right? So it's all where you start, where you're going. every day's workout is just the tension between where you were and where you're going. So do as many push-ups however you're supposed to do them that works for you to keep pressing forward. I'm gonna do something I don't like at all, because the light's refracting through all of those different colored tiles like a prism. Yeah, science is great. 1, 2. Because the light is refracting through those tiles. Akari, how the heck did we do that? You're crazy cupcakes over here. Yes, crazy cupcakes. You know what it is if you know what it is. Let me know in the comments if you know what Queasy Cupcakes is. Maybe I need to start getting smelling salts. I don't think I'll ever be at that level. I just need to smell something in order to lift this off the ground. I know there's like some real science in that I don't understand. But I prefer not to smell things to lift things. Like, that relationship just doesn't seem right to me. No judgment, I'm just gonna pass. With a little bit of judgment. Oh my goodness. All right. So I'm just doing a little bit of stretch right now. Definitely working some of those areas of discomfort, even since the long run, right? We had the issues between the back. So really trying to open things up, get strong, find the right position in my shoulder blades, because I'm hypermobile. So I don't know if I'm fully there, but I'm trying to use my computer screen, reflection off TV, like figure out where I'm at. It's fun. All right. Pronated rows, 30. Again, thumbs towards each other. Not 30 pounds. I did do 12 though. Next week we'll try to go up to 35s on this. Yeah? Yeah, let me lift this really quick and then I can. Yep, give me 1 minute. Tuck your tailbone, your core, squeeze the walnut, drop into it. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got shoulder popping in a way I don't like it. I probably could have got the rest, but I was like, Let me put my weights down nicely so I don't wake up my wife and the baby. Alright, what do you need, Akari? Yeah, he's gonna pass it. Which kind? The squares? I'm not sure if we have any more little squares. Let me check. Yeah. All the ones I see. Oh, crap. All the ones I see. I know, I'm looking. Not a lot of them, babes. I feel, here's what I'm leaning for. I feel quiver in my back. Not in a bad way, in like you worked hard and now it's hard. All right, these are all that's left. So use them well, okay? We don't have any more non-whole ones. All right, friends, very last exercise. I think Shia LaBeouf's like skiing in Nagano. Nagano is about 2.5 hours northwest of Tokyo. Lots of beautiful mountains. There's also a castle at Nagano that you can go to the top of. I've been up there. It's pretty cool because the stairwells get super narrow near the top so that you can fight 1v1 on people trying to climb up your stairs. It also had like a moon observation room. So I think he's out there just meditating, relaxing in the moon room, drinking in the lunar rays a little bit, even though it's technically solar rays bouncing off the moon. But again, what we see is just color bouncing back, right? All right. Photons. He's just getting his moon photons. It's not even a thing. I know. Well, you want to make a rocket. Do you need help making the top really quick?
Yeah.
If you give me some triangles, I can show you how to make the pointy top. So the hard part is you want to take two, put them together like this, bend it, and do the corners first. Yep. Two. Do the corners. Give me some more. I'm going to show you how to connect them. Wait, it's going to be super... Well, you could try that. That wasn't what I was going to do. I was going to make one big tippy point because you won't be able to fit them all like that. Because if you...
So we can make a big tippy point.
Because if you make a tippy point, then you flip one, right? And when,
That's how we made it perfect.
yeah, you just flip them up like that. Oh! And then you flip them up. And then, once you have this square, you can, yep, put a topper on it.
Wait, Dad.
Yeah, I'm helping. You're good. And then,
Wait, Dad, I was going to put the big one down.
oh, perfect. Can I help you? And then you can do the top. And make a rocket. Yeah, of course. Here, I'll take these down. You want me to take it all down and you can build it the same way? Right here, I'll leave you those tippy tops. I've stalled enough. I've definitely been stalling. Because I don't want this. I don't want this part. I just want to think about Shia LaBeouf enjoying his alpine skiing in the Japanese Alps, okay? I don't want to think about holding my body weight up. Because it's too sad. And nobody should do it. Big idea here, right? Let's just not do this. Let's just not get this last rep. Let's just quit one early, right? It's uncomfortable. Okay, use your... It. Oh, go for it. Alexa, set a 40-second timer. Alexa, stop the timer. We have more. Oh, set a 40 timer. Oh, I am Moana. I'm with boulders on my shoulders. Got some donkeys to throw them on my shoulders. 'Cause I'm Elsa. No, that's a different song. Cracks and you hide it. Under pressure. All the pressure. Holding rocks and donkeys under pressure. Making diamonds. And it takes some time. Don't know what I'm singing. But I'm slowly dying. And I'm locked into that 45 seconds. Locked in, I want to quit, but I'm locked in. If you don't make it, Alexa, stop. It's not true. If you stopped at 30, you get credit. You just don't know. Right? And we always want to stop sooner on those than we're able. Alexa, stop. Oh, this is a really good shoulder stretch. Although I'm hypermobile, so I gotta be careful. Watch as Joe just dislocates his shoulder on his own because his bones float around inside his meat sack. Like, all right, she stopped. Now I gotta go and watch Encanto so I can figure out what that song is. One more, friends. I like the songs in it. Make sure we squeeze everything. Alexa, set a 45-second timer. Alright. Can you feel the love tonight? Tonight. Da, 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 da. Da, da. Hakuna Matata. Da, da. Da, da, da. So let me know in the comments what's worse, the abs or the song. What hurts more, your abs or your ears or your heart? Can you feel the love tonight? We're going up, hold it. Tonight. Da, 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 da. Key change. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Oh, frick. Alexa, stop. I love your rocket, Akari. You're so creative. You're a great generalist engineer. Alexa, stop the alarm. Yeah. You know, not a lot of generalist engineers are also rocket scientists, so it's pretty cool. Alexa, stop. This is a great stretch.
I'm a rocket generalist engineer.
You're a rocket generalist? Yeah. Alexa, stop it! So I was really stretching in the shoulders on mobility. That was great. Let me grab some water. I'll face you eventually. Too lazy. Gosh, it's gonna be 95 degrees today. It's just dreadful. Just dreadful weather. Alright, friend. I don't know. Alright, let me get my... Let's stand up so I could just end this workout. Let me take a little... push this button to end our workout. We did a really good job today. It's really great. Just so proud of you. You know, why not? Why not just hang out a little longer? And we'll do our squats. Lunge. What? Squat and hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse it. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lunge. Hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Stand up. Squat. Hold it. 5, 4. That cool. 2. Pulse it. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Don't touch back. 8, 9, 10. Lunge. Other side. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up. Woo! Touch your toes. Lift up. Deadlift back. Deadlift up. Just to keep it moving. Deadlift back. Lift up. Deadlift. Deadlift up. Get a little squat. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Lock eye contact with Shia LaBeouf. See the light rays refracting color off of him. Hold it. Hold it. You're still in it. Hold it. We're going to call you Quad Daddy. There you go. Good work, friends. It's not a dad bod. Call me Quad Daddy. All right, here we go. Well, hey, great work today. That ending sucked. That was so bad. But we're challenging ourselves. I hope that as you see me getting after it, lifting a little heavier, pushing a little harder, complaining a little bit less, that you're able to find the same confidence in your journey, that you can just lock it in, do the work, move on to the next part of your day. So be present with your family and your job and your friendships. Have a little fun. And I'll see you tomorrow for Fartlek. It's going to be awesome. See you around, friends.